Have you ever stood up and felt like your legs just couldn't hold you up? For many older adults, leg weakness and cramps are dismissed as just part of getting older. But recent research shows that nutritional imbalances, especially from over-supplementation, can significantly affect leg strength after 60. 2 common vitamins, often taken with good intentions, may silently contribute to muscle fatigue, poor circulation, and nighttime cramping. Vitamin A, when consumed in excess, especially through high-dose supplements or fortified foods, can accumulate in the liver and negatively impact calcium and magnesium absorption. These minerals are essential for muscle contraction and nerve signaling, and a deficiency can lead to cramps and stiffness. Vitamin D, while crucial for bone health, becomes problematic when overused. Since it's fat-soluble, it builds up in the body, raising calcium levels in the blood, a condition known as hypercalcemia. This may lead to muscle weakness, joint pain, and even calcification in soft tissues like the thighs or knees. Understanding the correct dosage and balancing vitamin intake with real food sources can help protect muscle health. For seniors, regular blood tests and working with a healthcare provider are key to staying strong, mobile, and safe. Vitamin A is vital for many physiological functions, including vision, immune defense, and cellular growth. However, for seniors, high doses of this fat-soluble vitamin, especially when consumed through supplements, can pose serious health risks, particularly to muscle and bone health in the legs. Unlike water-soluble vitamins, excess vitamin A is stored in the liver, where it can accumulate over time and reach toxic levels, a condition known as hypervitaminosis A. In older adults, one of the earliest signs of vitamin A toxicity is muscle fatigue and joint discomfort, particularly in weight-bearing areas such as the hips, knees, and thighs. Over time, elevated vitamin A levels interfere with calcium and magnesium absorption, 2 essential minerals needed for proper muscle contraction and bone density. When calcium balance is disrupted, bones may begin to demineralize, increasing the risk of fractures, especially in seniors with naturally thinning bone mass. What makes this even more concerning is that most seniors already consume adequate vitamin A from food sources, such as eggs, liver, carrots, leafy greens, and sweet potatoes. However, many also take multivitamins, fortified cereals, or other supplements that contain additional preformed vitamin A, retinol, which increases the total intake without them realizing. The recommended dietary allowance, RDA, for vitamin A in adults over 50 is approximately 700 mcg retinol activity equivalents for women and 900 mcg for men. Toxic effects have been documented at chronic intakes exceeding 3.000 mcg per day. Seniors who unknowingly consume multiple vitamin A sources are at greater risk, especially those with reduced kidney or liver function, which impairs the body's ability to safely metabolize excess nutrients. To avoid these complications, healthcare professionals advise prioritizing food-based sources of vitamin A such as beta-carotene found in colorful vegetables. Unlike retinol, beta-carotene is converted to vitamin A only as needed and does not accumulate to toxic levels. In addition, it's important for seniors to consult a physician before starting or continuing high-dose supplements and to regularly review their total vitamin intake, especially if they consume multiple fortified products. In conclusion, while vitamin A is undeniably important, too much of a good thing can quietly damage leg strength, bone integrity, and overall mobility in older adults. Awareness and moderation are key to maintaining strength and independence. Vitamin D is essential for calcium absorption, bone health, and muscle function, especially in older adults. However, while deficiency is a common concern, over-supplementation can be equally harmful. In fact, an increasing number of seniors are unknowingly taking excessive amounts of vitamin D, often through a combination of multivitamins, calcium+D tablets, fortified foods, and standalone D3 supplements, without proper blood testing to determine their actual needs. Unlike water-soluble vitamins, vitamin D is fat-soluble, meaning it is stored in the body's fat tissues and does not get excreted easily. When consumed in high amounts over time, it can lead to a condition called hypercalcemia, or elevated calcium levels in the blood. While calcium is necessary for strong bones and muscle contractions, too much of it, especially in soft tissues, can be damaging. Excess calcium may begin to deposit in unintended areas, including muscles, joints, and blood vessels. In the legs, this can lead to symptoms such as muscle stiffness, cramps, joint pain, and reduced flexibility. Seniors may feel that their knees or calves are locking up, or that their legs feel heavier and more difficult to move. These symptoms are often misattributed to aging, arthritis, or inactivity, when in fact, the underlying issue may be nutritional imbalance from too much vitamin D. Current guidelines suggest that most seniors need around 800-1.000 IU, international units, of vitamin D per day. Though this may vary based on individual health status, sun exposure, and existing conditions, some supplements, however, contain doses well above this range. If taken in combination with vitamin-fortified foods, the total intake can easily exceed safe levels. Another risk of excess vitamin D is soft tissue calcification, where calcium crystals begin to form in tendons and muscle fibers, especially in the thighs, calves, or knees. This contributes to decreased mobility and a greater risk of falls and injury. Moreover, high vitamin D levels can impair kidney function, which affects fluid balance and leads to swelling in the lower legs or ankles, further limiting movement. To avoid these outcomes, seniors should have their 25-hydroxyvitamin D levels checked before beginning supplementation. Working with a healthcare provider ensures the dose is both safe and effective. In summary, vitamin D supports your bones, but only when used wisely. Overdoing it can quietly damage the very muscles and joints that keep you mobile. Many seniors experience leg cramps at night, stiffness in the knees, or difficulty walking and climbing stairs. While these symptoms are often assumed to be a natural part of aging, they can also signal something more avoidable: incorrect use of supplements. As the body ages, its ability to process and store vitamins changes. Taking the wrong dosage, or combining multiple sources of the same vitamin, can disrupt muscle and nerve function, reduce circulation, and lead to persistent discomfort in the legs. One of the most overlooked issues in older adults is over-supplementation. Many seniors take a multivitamin, a separate vitamin D or calcium supplement, and consume fortified foods without realizing how quickly nutrient levels can exceed recommended amounts. Symptoms such as heavy legs, stiffness when getting up, or muscle cramps may actually be early warning signs of vitamin overload, especially with fat-soluble vitamins like A and D, which accumulate in the body over time. Unlike water-soluble vitamins, excess fat-soluble vitamins are stored in the liver and fat tissues, where they can build up and cause toxicity. This toxicity affects muscles, joints, and even kidney function, further increasing swelling in the lower limbs. If these symptoms have become more common, it's not a reason to panic, but it is a reason to reassess your supplement routine. The solution isn't to stop taking vitamins altogether. Rather, it's about getting the right dose, for the right body, at the right time. Seniors should speak with their healthcare provider about testing for vitamin D, B12, and calcium levels before continuing or adjusting supplements. A simple blood test can help identify if levels are too low or too high. In addition, prioritizing food-based sources of nutrients can provide safer, more balanced support. For example, vitamin A from carrots or spinach is converted gradually and does not cause toxicity. Magnesium from leafy greens or pumpkin seeds helps muscles relax and may reduce cramps. When nutrition comes from real food, it's accompanied by fiber, water, and enzymes that support absorption. In summary, if you're noticing leg symptoms and you're taking multiple supplements, your body may be signaling an imbalance. Don't ignore it, adjust it. Your legs, muscles, and long-term mobility depend on getting the dosage right. Supporting leg strength after 60 doesn't require extreme workouts or expensive supplements. In fact, small, consistent changes in your daily routine can make a significant difference. The first step is to replace broad multivitamins with targeted supplements based on actual blood test results. Many seniors take generic multivitamins, just in case. But this often leads to excess intake of certain nutrients like vitamin A or D, which can harm muscles and joints over time. Working with your healthcare provider to assess what your body truly needs helps avoid imbalances and ensures safe, effective supplementation. Next, focus on magnesium-rich foods, as magnesium plays a critical role in muscle relaxation, nerve signaling, and preventing cramps. Leafy greens like spinach, nuts such as almonds, and seeds like pumpkin seeds are excellent sources. Magnesium is also involved in energy metabolism, making it essential for keeping leg muscles functional throughout the day. Incorporating high-protein snacks is equally important. Muscles need protein to maintain their structure and recover after movement. Snacks like Greek yogurt, boiled eggs, tofu, or cottage cheese provide not only protein but also calcium and other micronutrients essential for muscle repair and strength. Hydration is another key component. Seniors are more prone to dehydration, which can increase the risk of muscle cramps, reduce flexibility, and impair circulation. Aim to drink water consistently throughout the day, especially if you're taking medications or living in a hot climate. In addition to nutrition, gentle, daily movement helps preserve mobility and circulation. Even a 10-minute walk, seated leg raises, or simple stretches in the morning can improve blood flow, stimulate the muscles, and prevent stiffness. It's not about intensity, it's about consistency. Lastly, don't underestimate the power of rest. Muscles recover and rebuild while you sleep. Poor sleep or irregular sleep schedules can limit this recovery process and worsen fatigue or leg discomfort. Creating a relaxing evening routine and limiting caffeine and screen time can help improve sleep quality and support muscle restoration. In summary, supporting your legs doesn't require major changes, just smart, steady habits. Focus on food-first nutrition. Move a little each day. Stay hydrated, and give your body the rest it needs. Your legs will reward you with strength, stability, and confidence. Your legs have carried you through decades of life, through early mornings at work, family gatherings, long walks, and everyday moments that shaped your journey. They've supported your independence, your mobility, and your freedom. That's why now, more than ever, they deserve strength, support, and mindful care. If you've been feeling slower, stiffer, or more unsteady, it's not always just aging. Sometimes, it's something as simple and fixable as a vitamin imbalance. Supplements that were meant to help may be silently working against you. The good news is, once you understand the root cause, you can take back control. By adjusting your supplements, focusing on food-first nutrition, staying active, and allowing your body to rest, you can rebuild strength and confidence, step by step. It doesn't require drastic change, just consistent, thoughtful choices that align with what your body truly needs. Don't let a small mistake rob you of your independence. Take charge, talk to your doctor, listen to your body, and let your legs carry you, strong, steady, and confident, into the next chapter of life.